walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. Well, body beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. Well, my girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. I struck my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. When I'm out walking, I struck my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Well, body and beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. Yeah, my girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. When I'm out walking, I struck my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one.
The following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The MLO Bros' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
Hey, everybody, it's Luke. Isaac is not here. He is tired because he was out. Our real jobs are real estate agents and loan officers, and he was out real estate agenting and loan offering today, and he was exhausted because he had like 15 showings or something like that. So I am here alone doing the business. Thanks for joining us. We are the MLO Bros. If you could, you have 35 people already watching at the top. Thank you. Please like and follow us. We appreciate that. We don't make any money on this thing. So again, this is how we do it, and we love follows and likes. So tonight on the show, we have Rick Hernandez, Trumbull County Commissioner candidate for the Republican Party. If you've been living under a rock, this is going to be a very interesting year. There has been a lot of attention brought to the Trumbull County Commissioners, specifically with Nikki Frenchco, who, you know what? I have a video. Let's watch a video. This is a video we made, or we've been covering this for a long, long time. I made a video, and this will help introduce us to who the commissioners are right now. I've played this a couple times, and then we're going to get Rick on. So check this video out. It kind of gives you a setup on who the current commissioners are. So, and only the way we can do it. So here we go.
What is it? Created video recording of the commissioners.
All right, ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go.
Welcome to Meet the Trumbull County Commissioners, where we dive into what could be the most embarrassing county commissioners in all of the United States and possibly the world. Let's go first. Let's look at Commissioner number 1, independent and recently elected Janice Malloy.
This is Denny Malloy, and I'm running for Trumbull County Commissioner. Like the tens of thousands in the Mahoning Valley, I was a Democrat who proudly voted for President Trump, and I will do so again. It's time to shake up Trumbull County. As an independent, I will lead us into the future, working with both parties to do what is best for Trumbull County's future. I will be owned by nobody but you, the citizens. When you go to cast your vote, stand with me. Vote Denny Malloy, an independent voice for Trumbull County. Finally, a commissioner for all of us. Paid for by friends of Denny Malloy.
Let's meet Commissioner number 2, Mauro Canamalessa. Anyways, seriously, real fast, I hate to interrupt the program. This Canamalessa guy, he's like a freaking ghost. He doesn't have any videos. He doesn't have any commercials. All I know is he's been in like doing government stuff with the Democratic Party for like 8 years, and he's got a kid, and he graduated from Warren JFK. Like, and Baldwin Wallace, I think. Like, dude is like legitimately a ghost. I don't know what's up with it. He's like, I don't know. It's weird, super creepy, super weird. Google it. All that pops up. Google his name. All that pops up is like some bishop guy named Mauro Canamalessa with a big beard. Very strange. That's all. Okay, bye. Finally, let's meet Commissioner number 3. She is the dream girl of every Facebook person that has a Donald Trump picture, a picture of a bald eagle, possibly a sports car, and is more than likely age 50 or older, Nikki Frenchko.
Good evening. Of meeting statute for many commissioners, sheriffs, or auditors office staff, referencing Commissioner.
There we go. I'll bring him on. There you go, Rick. Maybe if you're lucky you win, you can get in the video. We'll make a new video with you in it.
Luke, how are you tonight? Hey, listen, that song you played for the intro, I have my drumsticks out. My very own Hernandez for Commissioner drumsticks. These are a rare breed here, but I'm going to send you a pair when we're done.
I would love them. Wait, are you talking not the last one, not the match game? You're talking about the Violent Femme song I was playing.
Yes, I was playing to it. The Herd Brothers, of course. I can't help myself.
I know you're in a band, but thanks for coming. Again, I apologize. My brother, I told you before, he's exhausted, and we're working. It's like burning the can on both ends. Sometimes we wear out. So let's meet you a little bit, and then we'll get into some of the stuff. So where are you from? Give it. Where'd you go to school at? Let's go all the way back. High school. Where'd you go to high school?
Right. Well, I graduated out of Hubbard High School.
Okay.
I've been in business, self-employed for my whole adult career life. I run an auto dealership in Hubbard here, Hearn Motors. My brother and I started the Hearn Brothers Band in 1980, 44 years ago. I like to say some marriages don't last that long.
I don't want to tell you when I was born, but it was 1 year before that.
Yeah, that's okay. What we're doing now? We're attracting the mothers and fathers with their children to come out now to enjoy the music of the band.
So is it you? It's you and your brother in a band?
Yeah, my brother and I, and then we have other musicians.
What kind of music you play?
I'm the drummer in the band.
Yeah, but what kind of music?
70s, 80s, rock, funk, disco, you name it.
That's the best. Yeah. I was born in 79. I'm 44, going on 45. That age bracket right there, the 70s, 80s, and 90s is the best music you get. I think, especially the rock music in that. I mean, you can't beat it. You cannot.
Yeah, I agree.
You cannot beat it. So that's awesome. So you're in a band. So then, okay, so you graduate from what? So then you guys started the car dealership right away, or what?
Oh, my dad started the car dealership in 1969. We've been here 55 years in the car business.
Wow.
We've been very successful at it. We've been successful in the band. One of my fortes is when I get involved in something, I stick with it 100%. I don't vary from job to job. It's all about, you come to work, you put in a hard day's work, and you're lucky maybe you get a paycheck in being self-employed.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, self-employed is definitely interesting. How is the car dealership right now? How's the car sales?
Well, ever since COVID, it's been a struggle since COVID. I'm not going to lie to you.
Right.
But we're holding our own, and we've got a very good reputation, so we've got a lot of repeat business here. So we're not breaking records, but we're holding our own. We're paying the bills, and it's been here long enough to where we have done well enough to sustain ourselves.
You are preaching to the choir, my friend, because I am a mortgage loan officer. I have a branch in Poland, Ohio. Interest rates went from 3% to 7%. And it's just like right now, it's just like kind of struggling. It's not struggling. It's paying the bills, making a little money so I can feed my kids, and then calling it a day and having some fun. And yeah, it's a brutal market right now. I know that. I know some of my buddies are car dealers too, or owns a car dealership and sales guys, and it's tough right now. It's a tough market no matter what, because people
everything's tough at the moment.
Yeah, people are strapped right now because everything's so expensive.
They are. Yes, inflation's through the roof. It is tough. Interest rates are through the roof. I see that's going to be changing here soon, though. I believe we're getting close to the election. You know what happens then.
I've been doing this for 20 years. Every election year, I'm like, yes, I get all excited, even though I got to deal with all the politics. So were you in? So you're running for commissioner now. Have you ever been in a political position before? Do you have any experience?
Well, currently, I'm a Hubbard Township trustee.
Okay.
I chaired the Hubbard Township trustees 2017 through 2023.
Awesome.
The chairman of the board of the Eagle Joint Fire District, which I'm proud to say, that when I first became a trustee and became the coordinator for the trustees, because it is a district, both city and township.
Right.
I've been chairman of that board, and we went from a volunteer department to a department part-time. Now we're a department going full-time, and we offer full-time ambulance service. So this is a great little community to be in. Very tight-knit community here in Hubbard. Hubbard Township and the city, we actually, combine ourselves as one.
The EMS, I know, is a touchy subject no matter where you go right now, as far as paying for that. I know Poland, I'm from Poland. We just got our own EMS voted on from a levy, which was like a godsend, because it was like everybody's pulling our guys every direction. You're waiting for ambulances. I don't know if Youngstown has it figured out yet or not. I know they've had problems over there with the EMS and stuff.
Well, you're blessed to have an ambulance service like that in Poland. I work with your chief Chip Comstock.
He's my buddy. And he's my lawyer. Not only is he my buddy, he's also my lawyer.
Yeah, I work with Chip in the Eagle Joint Fire District, and we work on a lot of different other things that we that we have to delegate to the district.
After the show, I'll talk to you about Chip a little bit. He used to be my old neighbor too, so I got some.
He's a hard worker, man. He's a hard
worker, and he's a hard partier too. Don't let him tell you anything otherwise. so yeah, he's one of the biggest Jimmy Buffett fans. Rest his
didn't know that about you.
Yeah, he was a parrot head, man. He go to all the concerts, everything. So all right. So and then why in God's name do you want to be a Trumbull County Commissioner?
Well, I've faced a lot of adversity. I years ago when what got me involved into this arena in the beginning was fighting this landfill they wanted to put in Hubbard. We fought it for 25 years. I started a group, and we had multiple fundraisers. We raised over $160,000 for our attorney's fees to keep that landfill out of, Hubbard Township here. And I met a lot of political figures, and I was going to a lot of functions, rubbing shoulders with, a lot of political figures. And, I thought to myself, I said, I should get maybe a little more involved, have a little bit more power if I was, able to, become maybe a township trustee to be able to get more done for my community here.
Right.
And so with that being said, I just, the position came up, FUTA was getting out, and it was a 12-week, I had 12 weeks to file a petition. I ran against Denny Malloy. There were 3 at that time running, Christina Lee, Denny Malloy, and myself.
Right.
And in that 12 weeks, I felt pretty good about how I fared, 30% of the vote. And Denny and I became very close after that. I was probably one of the first people to, wish Denny congratulations that night.
Awesome. Yeah.
And I told Denny, I said, may the best man win. You know what? I don't really need to do this, but when I see that there's a need for our community, for our, for others that, in this case, for the way that things are going in the commissioner's office, as toxic and chaotic as it had become because of an individual, I have it in my heart to want to do something for Trumbull County. There's a lot that we could talk about, my vision for Trumbull County.
Yeah.
But number one would be to come in and to work with the commissioners, not a rubber stamp, but harmoniously to get things done and for the betterment of our county and our townships and our cities, to bring business, to bring money. But you're not going to do that by tearing people down. It starts with these great experienced department heads that we have that are being torn down on a daily basis. It's ridiculous.
Well,
we need to build up, not tear down.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They're getting teared down enough where they've actually won lawsuits, correct?
They have won lawsuits, and
where they were suing, they're suing the county. They're suing the county because of the way they were treating, and they were actually winning, and they were winning money based on the fact of how abused they were being, correct?
They were, but we've lost some great employees, that had gone because they just couldn't take the abuse, and it's misfortunate. And while we're hitting on that subject, what we need to do is we need to make sure that we keep the insurance company, Corsa, to insure and back the county, because if they pull out, the premiums have already gone up by $300,000 since the one current commissioner has been in office. That's just the premium. The payouts are at over $650,000, and they continue to climb. So we need to put a tourniquet on this bleed.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I know. I guess I got to ask you a question when we're talking about it. Do your legs get cold?
The what?
Do your legs ever get cold?
I got a little bit of a back problem. No, not really.
I don't, because of the whole heater thing. I don't know if you remember that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
There was a heater, and we had a video of her smashing the thing open, and it's like, that's my take on this the entire time. Not to cut you off. You can disagree with the way things are going. You can disagree with your counterparts as commissioner, right? But you hold a political position, elected official. You have to act with proper decorum, and that's coming from me. I am like the most undecorum person ever, and it's like, and I don't even live in Trumbull County, but it's an embarrassment to our area the way some of the fighting goes on, and it's like, oh my God, it's got to change.
Well, and Luke, I think the issue is, I had an experience with the commissioner, just recently, and when one wants an argument, and they want that argument, arguing with them is you're not going to get anywhere with the argument. Correct. So I tend to just, back it down, cool it off, and become more calm, cool, and collective. Yeah, you can't, as a leader and a commissioner in a public setting, especially when this commissioner talks about Robert's Rules of Order and how a meeting should be conducted. You have people that are there, residents, department heads, that are taking their time at a meeting that is just completely chaotic and toxic. If she would only go to, I've attended 90% of the workshops this year. Okay.
Yeah, that's always been a touchy subject, the workshops, right?
I probably know the agenda as well, or if not better, than the commissioner does when she gets to the meeting. These are important so that any questions that need answered at that workshop, any questions that arise, a phone call could be made, questions could be asked, the department heads are available. Get it done there so that when you're in the public setting, in the public meeting, that meeting, you already know in advance, with the exception of maybe a couple hiccups, what you're going to be voting on. So many times you hear, well, I didn't get the agenda, or I didn't hear that, or I didn't know this, or this didn't happen, or that didn't happen. It shouldn't be that way. I mean, these meetings should be conducted in a professional manner, Robert's Rules of Order, and there should be no outbursts that are going on today. I know people that watch it, they get their popcorn ready. I mean, they
I'm not gonna lie, Rick. I watch every one because they're absolutely. It's like it's better than TV. I'm not gonna lie, half the time.
And Luke, these meetings, the commissioners, just like any other township or city council meeting or a township trustees meeting, they should be getting almost no viewership because they were elected to serve the people, not themselves.
Yeah.
You're a public servant. Those meetings should at best have 2 or 3 people watching, but no, you got 150 to 200 to see
they're pulling better numbers than our podcast. It's amazing.
It's very crazy. It's just very crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rip.
And not to get too much onto that subject matter, but one of my main priorities would be on day one is to come in and stand united and bring order back onto the 5th floor of that department, and treat those employees. There's a golden rule: treat others as you want to be treated, and that's the way we should go through life. The way that you treat them is the way that you're going to get treated. And unfortunately, those employees and a lot of others are not being treated properly. And it's not good for a leader. That is not leadership.
Yeah. Are you okay with us going over some of the things people are bringing up?
Absolutely. Whatever you want to, I'll hit on every subject.
So you got to tell. And Isaac and I have been kind of having fun with this whole thing, even though I don't think it's fun. But with the massage parlor, got to ask you about it.
But that's okay. It's a foot spa. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Isaac calls it the old rub and tug or something around those lines, which is totally inappropriate.
That's what she called it, right?
Is that what she called it too?
Yeah. Rub and
that's what my brother called it. I don't even think he knew we were saying that. That's so all right.
Right.
Let me pull up some pictures here of the advertisement. Yeah. Now, just you don't own this company.
No, right? I'm a landlord.
You are a landlord
Yeah.
in the building that it is in, correct?
I'm a landlord that rents to the tenant that has a reflexology and foot spa.
Okay.
There.
So I'm not gonna lie, these pictures, the original pictures.
And I'll explain that. Right.
Yeah. All right. So let's pull these up here if I can do it. So let's see here. 3C foot spa gentleman massage special. Free essential oil. All right. There you go through again. And then another picture. And the pictures are kind of like, it's the old Chinese massage parlor that we're always getting busted in Youngstown and Warren down by the, in Warren, they got busted and stuff. So of course your opponent grabbed these and some of her minions and started saying, this is your fault as a landlord for letting this go on, right? So, what is the story with this thing?
Okay, so here's the story. First of all, those pictures that you see, those were put on by some advertising company that the 3C Spa, the lady that is there now is 50 years of age.
Okay.
She's, as a matter of fact, I hate to say she's undergoing chemotherapy for breast cancer. And her, the girl that works with her is about 35, 40 years of age. Those that you had seen that were pulled up are from old ads from some advertising company that I did tell my tenant, you would be you're in your best interest to change your ad. She says, well, and she don't speak very good English.
Yeah.
That's from the advertising. I don't know how to. I said, well, call somebody. She said, yeah, but that is a webmaster, right? The webmaster. They got to get a hold of the webmaster. I believe that they did change, but the thing is that, those pictures that are seen, and I have no control over my tenant advertising, whatever they do, but there is nobody. I even offered to pay Frenchco's massage. I said, listen, Miss Frenchco, if you'd like to go get a massage, I'll pay for it if you'd like to go in there.
Isaac and I we're talking about going undercover and just to see what would happen if we went in.
You should go in. Matter of fact, my tenant
go undercover.
My tenant just 2 weeks ago sent me a text and says, she calls me Mr. Rick. Mr. Rick, a man come in and ask for more than massage, and we told him he has to leave.
Yeah.
And we gave him his money back, and they threw him out.
There you go.
So,
Good.
listen, you don't hear anything more about 3D because, listen, it was all just a bunch of hot air. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to put an end to that at the meeting. However, you can't get a word in. So I got in as much as I could with her.
You had all this were people digging, trying to find something, and that's what the best they could come up with.
Well, you know, once it hit the Tribune, Luke, the Tribune, and even Canela Mesa and Malloy both said, that is terrible of you to use a public meeting as a campaign smear.
Yeah.
Okay. And then even the Tribune came out the next week on a Sunday and gave her this onion. They got these onions and orchids. And they said that shame on Frenchco for doing what she did. I'm running on my merit. You know, there's nothing. What else do they have? That's all she could probably bring up. So, you know, I mean, it's a dead subject matter.
Yeah, somebody was also, I don't even know what it was, about your car dealership or something.
She said that she said that my
drugs.
This is an undercover. Yes, this is an undercover. Or no, this is a car dealership up front for drug activity, drug sales. How ridiculous is that? You know, I'm a public figure. Believe me, I've talked to a lot of attorneys, some judges. They said, you know what, Rick? You're a public figure. You know, you got to expect to be slandered and those kind of things. I could take it. I'm a big boy. I've been slandered before. You know, but
the thing is, you're getting slandered by the current commissioner of a county. You know, it's crazy. It's
but why is that, Luke? That is because I am running against her. And there's no other. What else are you going to use?
Well, again, and not to keep bringing her about, we knew this was going to happen. She attacks everybody. And what pissed me off about her, which really got us going and really focused on her and trying to get her out of office, is when she started going after local business owners that were speaking out against her or saying, you know, they don't support her. And then she's blasting these people on freaking Facebook, like these businesses. That is what Nikki, if you're watching, or Nikki's friends that are watching, you want to know why we're involved in this. You want to know why we've been talking shit about Nikki for the last year. It's because when she took it the next step and like attacked my friend up at the Warren Putt and different companies up there, and was just bashing these companies because not because they were doing wrong things, because they were speaking out against her. She's like a freaking like a Gestapo. You know, it's crazy.
Nobody is exempt from the wrath of Frenchco. I could just put it that way to you. What is the first thing you think of in Trumbull County when you hear the name Nikki Frenchco? Oh, yeah. That's what I have to ask. I mean, what comes to mind? You know, so and you can leave it at that. I mean, you know, I feel in a way that you know, there's a need for some serious looking into what the problem is there. There's some sort of an issue, but I don't want to get into it. I want to make a difference in this county on day one, starting with uniting that whole department and getting those employees there are pins and needles when, you know, she walks in the room. And it's not going to be a public spectacle. You're not going to have, you know, they're not going to sell as many newspapers. It's unfortunate. They will sell newspapers because it'll be all positive news. But if they're looking for negative news, they're not going to get the negative news from me. It's going to be to stimulate business, stimulate the infrastructure. We need to concentrate. She's voted against. We need a new dog pound. We need to get, you know, I mean, it's a shame and shameful, deplorable conditions where we have, I visited the dog pound. We need to look at that. We need to look at, you know, our roads, our infrastructure. We need to get septic to sewer out in the townships. We got to work on our bridges, our roads, and our, you know, there's a lot of things that we have to bring to the table. There's a lot of money out there. There's $150 million working with Eastgate, Guy Coviello. You know, there's $150 million in the pipeline to be able to delegate out there. But I know, and I'm not going to mention any names, I know a business owner that took $500,000 project from Trumbull and brought it to Mahoning because of the craziness that you did there. Yeah. And I'm not going to mention any names, but it's I just talked to him 2 days ago.
Right. Doesn't even want to deal with it, huh?
We need to bring to the table. We need to bring business, and we're doing great for what's going on right now. There's a lot of good things happening in Trumbull County, but when you get to Columbus, even on a national level, they talk about the crazy lady.
I'm sure they do.
So let's get back to business, and let's get back to painting this county positive, not negative. How we're painting it now with her in office.
And so and then for those of you, again, I'm sure most of the people know you're running as a Republican.
Yes.
Which and then the primary is in March, right?
March 19th is the primary. Yes.
Coming up.
Right.
And then there are 4 Democrats running.
There are 4 Democrats running against for Nikki's seat. Yes.
For Nikki's seat. So
yes.
You and Nikki are the only 2 Republicans running.
Right.
Is she still technically a Republican? Because didn't she get censored or something like that? Or that didn't affect her?
She did get censored. And my understanding is the Republican Party will not have her on any slate cards or any promotion or anything.
Okay, right. But she can still run as a Republican, then I guess.
She can still run as a Republican, right?
Yep. Okay.
And what I like to make a mention, we're on that subject too, because I've got a lot of Democrat friends, and listen, everybody around here was a Democrat at one time or other, and Nikki keeps on calling me Rhino Rick. He's a Rhino. Listen, Nikki was a Democrat.
He was a Democrat too. What's she talking about?
2019 or something. She were a Democrat. Denny was a Democrat.
Yeah.
We were all at one point in time. I have just as many Democrat friends as I have Republican. But what I'd like to tell our Democratic friends, and I know a lot of them are going to do this, at least in the primary, when you go to the polls, ask for a Republican ballot. There's only a couple races on the Democratic ticket now. So if you want to get that, if you want to make things really happen, March 19th, no matter whether you're a Republican or Democrat, ask for that Republican ballot, vote Republican, and in the general, you could go whichever way you want to go. Go for the best person. I always said that. May the best person win.
We have said since day one, like I personally, and I've said this 1,000 times over and over, and I'll keep saying it. I am an independent. I refuse to vote on the primaries because I don't want to be marked Republican or Democrat, because I feel, and I know it's almost like you have to run most of the time as a Republican or a Democrat. But I think it's like I vote for who I think is the best person. I refuse to let the R. I'm not the people. I think people who just vote all Republican, people who vote all Democrat, I think it's a disservice to our country and the positions, right? Because it's not the best candidate. So
no, I agree. Vote for the person that you feel in your heart is best to serve your community, and you are elected. And I got to amplify this. So many get elected and they are self-serving.
Yeah.
You're elected by the people to work for the people as a servant, a public servant for those people paying those taxes, and they want the best that their money can buy.
Ooh, self-serving. You just talked about I won't get into it, but we'll talk someday about the Mahoning County commissioners. They don't exactly well, one of them likes me or likes us. The other 2 do not like us at all, because we've been very, very hypocritical of the Mahoning County and how they fired I don't know if you caught any of that.
I know Gino DeFabio and I are good friends. We've been together. He came to a fundraiser that we had, and Gino's
been on the show 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
I want Ditzler gone. I want him out. What him and Carol Righetti did to that poor Ricky Morrison, it was totally political and it was total junk. I want him gone, and I'm going to do everything I can to get Gino elected, because Ditzler needs to go. It's 100%. I don't want to get into that. They'll get me all fired up, Rick.
You are getting fired up now.
They'll get me fired up, Rick, because that makes me so mad. And then Ditzler's attack.
I'm going to send you a pair of these, and
seriously, I'm going to start.
What? Yeah, you could pound on your desk, man. I was dun dun da da dun dun da da dun 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 da da. Exactly.
But that 100%. And look, Angie just said Aunt Carol. I call him Aunt Carol and Uncle Dave. So I do have to say, while we're talking about Republicans and Democrats, and we're talking about the different parties, you recently got attacked by a former head of the Democratic Party.
Yes, I did. I did not respond to that attack. I won't mention any names, but I was basically told, to leave Nikki. Oh yeah, there you go.
Wait, I got it, Rick. I pulled it up, buddy.
And here's the thing too, that Nikki brings up. I don't know. Does she understand? She just alienated herself with every person out there that sells a used car. I mean, do you think is the insinuation that because you sell used cars, you're a crook? There's crooks. There's doctors that are crooks. There's attorneys that are crooks.
Oh,
there's podcast guys that are crooks.
100% crooks. Yeah.
There's politicians they're in everything. But are you calling me in business for 55 years here in Hubbard, Hubbard, the little town of Hubbard, some kind of a insinuating like I'm a crook or something? You just lost every vote that every car dealer would ever give you.
How about lawyers that are also in the political world? Those guys are crooks. I'm gonna read this, dude. I'm gonna read this.
All right, go ahead.
We have talked about this guy. This is Nikki's lawyer. This is the Better Call Saul of Youngstown, David Beatrice. I have had a problem with this dude since he went, when I witnessed him and the Mahoning County Board of Election, him at the head, try and screw Eric Ungaro, who was running.
Oh, I know Eric, yes.
Yeah, he was running for a position. Beatrice was in charge, and there's that little old lady who was on the board with him, and he was basically telling her how to vote. Like, we had it on video. It was disgusting. And we have called this slime ball out on everything he's done since. So again, he is a Democrat representing Nikki, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, when he represented her, they won this court case when she got arrested.
Right.
And before I read it, we knew that was going to happen, because you can't arrest, regardless of what she says, regardless of what she does, you cannot arrest politicians at a board meeting. It just can't happen.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, they can't. You can't. I mean, we knew that was going to be a problem. So I got to read this. Everybody, sit down, because this is David Beatrice right here attacking Rick Hernandez, lawyer, former head of the Democratic Party. What a representative. Here we go. So I might know a thing or two about politics since I ran 20 county-wide races in my 10 years as chairman of Mahoning County Democratic Party. My politics and my client's politics could not be more divergent. But for you to attack a fellow Republican whose constitutional rights were violated, who was so wrongly arrested and politically stifled, and somehow find this okay. Shut up, Dave. You know what I don't find okay? You're basically a used car salesman.
We go.
From a dirty, rotten lawyer. And my understanding is you rent out a massage parlor. Now, in my 38-year career, I've represented a lot of massage parlors. Of course you have, Dave. Good luck with that to the voters. Maybe you should talk about your qualification. This guy, he's giving you shit about attacking Nikki, and then he attacks you.
And she attacks me. I mean, I'm
not going to read all this. If anybody wants to see it.
What I really like is the point where he wants me to debate him.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to. I mean,
where was that at? Here it is. I hear your response. And you don't sell used cars, you sell pre-owned automobiles. That's a pretty good thing to do, Rick. Why is he such a prick? If you want to debate whether or not your qualifications compared to Nikki's, I'll debate you anytime. Hey, Dave, why don't you have Nikki debate him?
That is exactly. I'll do that anywhere, anytime, Luke. Bring it on. I'll debate Nikki Frenchco anywhere, anytime. Dave Beatrice, I have no. Why would I want to? I don't have a need to want to debate him.
Why would you waste your time debating that guy?
I never even. I never commented on that. I never commented on it. We got to get over all the takedowns and the allegations and the accusations and the lies and the deceit. And we need to get to what we're going to do for Trumbull County. I mean, that was all nothing more than trying to take me off track and put out my message and run on my merits.
All that is when they attack you, and this is 100%. This is the way people attack Isaac and all the time, because we are controversial. We cover things that we say things nobody else wants to say, but everybody's thinking. And when they start doing that, you know you're getting to him, Rick. That right there from Dave is a compliment, because you're getting to him and you're getting to Nikki. That's all that is.
Evidently. I just want to see it March 19th. It'll be an honor to win and then win in the general, but it's a win on March 19th for the people.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm looking at it. It's not a win. I'm not looking at it a win for me. This is for the people.
Yeah.
If Nikki is ousted, unfortunately, we got another 8 months to deal with her, though, but she'll be lame duck. But I don't know what'll happen then. We got to keep an eye on that. But
yeah, she could go. Who knows what happens when she's a lame duck?
Well,
she might stop going to the meetings. Who knows?
Well, could be dangerous. I don't know. But if we could get this win for the people, and then we move into the general, and then again, may the best person win. I mean, if they feel that I'm that person, which I believe I am, well, then it's an honor to serve. And it would be an honor to serve with whoever the with Denny. And, Morrow's running. He's got a race against another Republican, Tony Bernard. And so we don't know what will happen there. But I could work with anyone, and we can make a difference. We can make a big difference.
So when you run, and again, this is different, because I guess you pick a seat you're running for and who you run against. It's not the top two Republicans or the top two Democrats, or you run for
that seat. Yeah.
Really? Okay. See, that's different, because like the school boards and it's whoever gets the top stuff. So that's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
In this case, you have a primary where you run, and then whoever comes out victorious in the primary, then they will move on to the general. So now, out of the 4 Democrats, you're going to have one that will move on to the general, and then that's where whoever the Republican is, they'll meet the Democrat.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay.
And my hope is, I like I said, I've got a lot of Democratic support, a lot of friends that are, that I consider true friends that are Democrat, and not just for the sake of, that they want a change and, get rid of this craziness that's going on. But my hope is that would carry over into the general, and they would have confidence enough in me to take the abuse that I've taken, continue to take, and who knows what's on the horizon. We still got 54 days, 55 days. Anything can happen.
Rick, it's going to happen about a week before the election,
right?
Or two couple days before the election. They're going to drop something and make something up and try and get as many votes as it happens. Every election I've seen, they do that over and over and drop some big bomb to try and get you to lose. They did it. This is why these types of podcasts and media and these things that we get the word out. There's a lot of people out there, though. Today I was talking to Denny today about it. There's probably thousands of people out there that aren't watching this. They're not reading the paper. They're not looking at the news. Yeah.
So you got to they got to be familiarized with you.
There's 43 people watching right now. Actually, to get the word out, everybody go click on the little thing and click share to your page. Right. Just right now, click share and get the word out. If you want, that'd be fantastic, because everybody that shares, that's 43, and then tell those people to share. Say share. That's how you get the word out on social media. That's how it does. So everybody share this right now to help get the word out, to try and bring back some normal activities at the commissioner meeting. There you go. Marlene said she shared. Everybody share.
And I was looking to do that too on my phone here, and I don't know. You had mentioned how to do that too, Luke.
Come on, Rick. You're not that old.
I'm not. I'll tell you what. This is,
At least is that
am I on the right?
Is that not? Yeah, that's the right thing. So scroll down.
Yeah.
We gotta get you a campaign manager.
Where is it?
Okay, so scroll down. You see us. You should see us talking right there. Hold on. So here we're gonna go there.
Oh, there we are. I had to scroll down.
Yes, yeah, click the little share button.
Nice.
It's like helping my parents here.
Okay, I got you. Yep. Nice.
There. Now you share. There. Now these numbers are go. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah. So and again, you'll be able to share this later too if you guys are watching to get the word out. What? And again, we've been going here for 45. We'll go a little bit longer here.
Sure.
Wait, Nikki's daughter is a car salesman? I didn't know.
Yes.
That. Well, there you go.
I heard that. I did hear that that she somehow or other she posted somewhere. My daughter sells cars, and she's a very good car. So what? I'm not as good as the daughter that sells cars.
I guess not. Wow.
Only the daughter's a good salesperson. I don't know.
So if you get elected, what's the first thing you're going to do? Like, what's number one on your list to help Trumbull County, other than bringing normalcy back to the area? What decision making? Anything you have that's like burning problems in your head?
Well, some of my main priorities. Number one, one of the main priorities, which Nikki has been consistently voting against, the sheriff's department, is to get more officers on our roads. I mean, we're experiencing drug activity, suicide rates, homicide rates are going through the roof. We need to properly fund. I am pro police, and you can't put enough police on the streets. Number one, we have to have great policing, and I would work with the commissioners to make sure that they are fully funded in that police division. Another thing that we really need to look at we got 1,100 homes here. I negotiated along with the outgoing commissioner, Frank Fuda, and Gary Newbrow. We got 1,100 home sewers here. It was a 30-year consent decree put on hold that I was able to assemble the trustees, get with Gary, release some ARPA monies for the study, their initial study. We need, in our townships, we need to look at running, sewer service to these ailing septic systems. Some people even have straight pipes running into ditches. That's what happened in Hubbard Township. I went up those roads and I saw bubbling green effluent. There's children playing in yards, kickball. The ball ends up in there. You know what that is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen, this isn't 1929. This is, 2024. We can do better. Number two.
And let's be honest, before you go on with the septic stuff, as a loan officer, the septic problems, the septic stuff in Trumbull County, you get a house with a septic and it fails, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare because you got to get a new septic. Yeah. I mean, it's terrible. You're taking away from people trying to sell and buy homes. It's a nightmare.
I agree. In those townships, you got to replace the septic. Almost everyone fails.
Yeah. $25,000 guaranteed.
And we've got to look into we've got to continue to fund our cities, Warren, not the bigger metro areas, but we have to pay attention. I've been a township trustee. I've lived in the township for over 20 years, but the townships, if you get up outside of Hubbard, Brookfield, Hartford, Kinsman, even out into the Mecca and those areas, we're like the land of misfit toys.
Yeah.
There's no money's coming that way. We've got to look into supplying water. These are failing wells. I know people that take showers going to Sam's Club and they buy the, big 5-gallon jugs and they got to they don't have potable water. We can do better. We need to supply some, get water service out to those areas.
Yeah. Wow.
Another thing, the transportation, Nikki has been on this $7 million kick for WRTA as a public transportation source, which probably 75% of the communities will never utilize.
Yeah.
And not only that, but Mahoning County is allowed to vote on it, and they determine our fate in Trumbull County as to a $7 million bill that Mahoning County voters can vote on.
because WRTA runs both ways.
Yes.
Wow,
Mahoney would be voted on in Mahoning and Trumbull.
Yeah,
this is a reason why Morrow and Denny have been against that. We can do better than that. Denny even made a comment, and I agree with him. We could limo people for less money to and from work, to the doctor, to the store, but we do need public transportation. So we do need to we need to be very proactive on offering a very viable source of transportation, but at a reasonable cost to the taxpayer. Right. Number three, another one of my and I hit on it a little bit. We got to get that dog pound in order. We got to move that dog pound. How many people? I mean, come on, these are pets that can't take care of themselves. I visited that. I spent a lot of time with Michelle Goss out there and the dog warden, and I spent time with those animals. I mean, they got it next to the sewage treatment plant. Yeah. You go out there and it smells like, I don't even want to tell you what it smells like.
Rick, we've had people, for some reason, I don't know, people always come to us when there's a problem, like something like that pops up. You guys got to get on. You guys got to go on. We've heard the issues about the Trumbull County dog pound and like the location and the condition. Right. Like I've heard all kinds of stuff about that. So for sure,
we could do better than that. Another thing that I like to work on, there's a lot of issue with mental illness and maybe even drug addiction and alcoholism. We need to get out of so much of these clinic-based psychiatric where they just feed drugs and they just here, we'll give you this Suboxone to take the effect out a little, but that's still being somewhat addicted, right? It mellows the effect. We need more faith-based, church-related type items. We need to introduce them to Christianity. You know what I mean? To get them involved into those types of sources.
We are having at our church this weekend. They're talking. Is it Teen Challenge? Do you ever hear that? Teen Challenge. And,
I know Teen Challenge very well.
Yeah, Teen Challenge and the adult version of they're coming to talk at our church in Poland this week. So
is it the Youngstown?
Yeah, it's the Youngstown. Yeah, it's the Youngstown one. The guys are coming to talk at the church. And again, we have my wife's family's had a bunch of drug problems, and you don't realize how bad that is, how addictive it is, how people are until you have it happen to somebody you know. And just giving them Suboxone, just giving them that stuff 95% of the time doesn't work at all.
And I agree. And I've experienced it too, with Teen Challenge, and that is a very great format. I mean, they introduce those people to the Lord, and I think that that's a great thing to do. That is much better than sending them court ordered to, somewhere where they psychiatric help, or maybe they got a report. And this way, a Teen Challenge, no phones, no connections with anybody, 4 days a week Bible study. I mean, I don't want to go too far on it, but I think that there's really a better source for our mentally challenged. And another thing that I think that we really need to look at is, stimulating our economy. We're doing a great job. I mean, look, you got Bass Pro Shops coming, especially out there in Trumbull County off of the 446 corridor.
Oh, that place. I'm in
it's
Poland.
On fire.
Yeah, you compare that to anything in Mahoning County, and that place blows
them away. It blows them away. And we need to continue to capitalize on that. And I agree with the commissioners. Frenchco was against it, but I agree teaming up with Mahoning Valley to stimulate the economy and the monies that, the $1 million that they delegated, both Mahoning and Trumbull, to stimulate these economies and to bring business into, and jobs. And, let's create a positive environment. Let's not paint Trumbull County negative the way that one person has been able to do, and it's not, I'm not going to, it's not the other commissioners, it's one problem. And that can be alleviated in one vote on March 19th. I mean, it's as easy as that.
Yeah, it's over then at that point for sure. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do meet her, she challenges everything and causes all kinds of rigmarole trying to challenge the votes and all that stuff. So,
well, I think it's like you said, she's probably going to try to bring something out a week before or something,
guaranteed.
and what are you going to do? All I can do is say, listen, you know the source, you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
What do you think of? What is your first thought when you hear the name Nikki Frenchco?
Yeah.
That's all I can.
I want to backtrack real fast. Hey, Malloy, if you're watching this, I need you to limo me to Bass Pro Shop, please.
Yeah, we'll do. I can arrange that for you.
Yeah, I want Malloy to pick me up and bring me to the Bass
He will
Pro
do it too. You better watch. He will.
Him and I, we had some disagreements about the Mill Creek Park deer situation.
I know.
Even though he's a hunter and all this other crap, I don't want to hear it, Malloy. I'm still mad at you about that because that's ridiculous. I'm like, I knew he was watching. Just fishing. I'm good at fishing too. I knew he was watching.
Yeah.
He's watching. On my way, come get me. I want to go to Bass Pro Shop. You're buying, and I'm gonna spend I got a couple new crossbows I want. I got a new bow. That's
a fabulous. I can't believe how fast they put that place together. Unbelievable.
You better GMC pick up.
Oh, he's going to come pick you up.
It's too late. Come get me tomorrow, Daddy. I'm going to bed after this. I'm old. Denny's been on the show too. I genuinely like. I mean, we did, like I said, we disagreed on the Mill Creek Park stuff, but he has handled that insanity as well as he can, and so has Mara. I've never met Mara. I've never talked to Mara, but they've handled that as best they can.
Yes,
in the situation they've been thrown into.
They have. Sure. A short story about Denny. When I first, like I said, I had about 12 weeks. I made a last minute decision. I was just reelected on my second term as a Hubbard Township trustee, and I was told by God to run. That's what it was. He said, "Listen, here's your opportunity. You got 4 years as a trustee, but there's a position. Food is going to retire." So I had 12 weeks. I put the petition in. Denny called. He said, "Is it true you're running?" I said, "Yeah." I said, but I got to go to Columbus. I got the Township Association convention. I said, "I don't even know if I could get enough names on the petition."
Yeah.
But I did. And that's what I told, and so Denny and I, we kind of, we weren't like, that close.
Yeah.
But then we met, he and his campaign manager at the time, Regina, had met. I was handing out my Hernandez for commissioner postcard, cards. And Denny brought a bag of candy. I said, "Well, son of a," I said, "if I would have known that, I would have brought some candy. Damn it, they're handing out candy." He had this big sign. So we're talking, we hit it off like, he and I hit it off like, so then he invited me. He said, "Listen, we're going to go to watch the election results. You want to go?" And I said, "You know what, Denny, I don't think I'm just going to head out, and we'll watch it." And, the rest is history. Denny won.
Right.
But guess what? After that, that's the way it's supposed to work.
Right.
You're not supposed to alienate yourself. You're supposed to work together, and so now look at us today. Denny's actually been a good, strong supporter of mine.
I bet he has.
Yes.
I bet he has for sure. Sharon says, "Luke, you need to have the employees on Super Bowl." I'll tell you, Sharon, I think it is. Message the MLO bros. Get one or two. I'll have you guys on before the 100%. I will talk to every employee you got. Shara, are you the one that got hired? I think she got hired. Were you the TikTok one? The one that where Nikki was picking on people about being on TikTok? I don't know if I'm talking about about the right person. Nikki was giving somebody they hired grief about having some TikTok dancing videos or something like that. I don't know if this is her or not. I forget. No? No? Okay. All right. No. There was somebody I know that they hired. Okay. Never mind. All right. So anyway, feel free to, that's Alex. Okay. That was Alex. All right. Feel free to message me. We'd love to have you guys on and we could talk about all the stuff that you guys had to go through for sure. So, all right. Well, I'll tell you, it's been an hour, buddy. Good luck coming up, man. You have our full support to try and get her out of office because, like I said, it is a complete embarrassment to our area I can tell you're a stand-up guy. You care about the people in the community. So, good luck, man.
Yep. I'm a fighter for the people, not a paycheck, Luke. I don't need to do this, but I want to see a change, and I'm putting myself out there and taking the hits to make a change. And that's my goal, to make that change.
Good deal. Well, stay strong, man. Do your best. And
all right, brother.
Good luck. We'll cheer you on.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
Give Malloy those drumsticks for me when he picks me up.
Hey, I'm gonna send me your address, because I'm gonna send you a pair of these.
I love them.
I'm gonna autograph these.
I'm not in the studio tonight, but I'll autograph them. We'll put them up in the studio. We'll hang them on the wall.
Cool.
All right, man. Hey, take care, Rick. We'll see you later.
Have a great evening.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Taking you out. All right, there you go. That was Rick Hernandez. Everybody, thanks for watching. He seems like a really nice guy, doesn't he? I don't know. It seems like a really nice guy, and seems like I think he'd get along with Morrow and Denny. And I think are not going to have anything. I'm going to have to find something else to talk about now, because once Nikki's gone, it's going to be kind of boring. Have a great night, everyone. Yep. Thanks, Melanie. Again, thanks for watching, everyone. Do me a favor. Please follow our page. Follow us. We cover all kinds of stuff. We do all kinds of insane stuff. This one's kind of tame. Isaac and I, if you've never watched before, Isaac and I always feed off a brother. My brother's always here, and we cause havoc as we go normally. Again, Sharna, if you want, if you want, message us. We'd love to have you guys on. Find one or two people. That'd be awesome. And then, again, we are loan officers and real estate agents. If you ever need to buy, sell a house, we go up to Trumbull County, no problem. Let us know if you need to finance a house. We'd love to help you guys out. Message us. That's what we do. That's how we don't make any money on this. So yeah, let us know. All right, everybody. Thank you. Hope you liked the video. Again, make sure you guys share this, get the word out, and have a great night. We'll see you guys next week on Tuesday. We are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30. Tuesday, we'll do a talk back where I talk about current news and events, and we'll have a guest on. And Thursday, we have somebody by the name of Saner Solutions Pest Control. Our buddy is going to be coming on to talk about that kind of stuff. So again, everybody, thanks for watching. Good night. See you guys. Bye. I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Bye. Music. See you guys.
I strut my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on.